right, this is our commentary for the 1987?
85.
85. Hey, we hit the anniversary. All right, Fright Night, 1985. Glad we're doing this because we hit the anniversary. Killing like 3 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
In
good timing.
3, 2, 1, play. And I wanted to rewatch this. I'm with you, Noah. I think this is the better of the 2 big vampire movies in the 80s.
I mean, my hot take is I'm not a huge Lost Boys fan.
I've only seen it once, but I thought it was fine.
I like it a lot from what I remember. I think this movie has a way stronger premise, and I'm just more engaged with the characters in this movie, particularly Roddy McDowall.
Noah, you should watch Fright Night Part 2. It's on YouTube, and it's directed by the guy that made Halloween 3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I finally watched it. It's not bad.
Well, we should note that this movie is directed by Spider-Man.
Yeah. For anybody that doesn't know,
away.
this is directed by Tom Holland.
And written by Tom Holland.
Yeah. Hayden, we're not lying either. This is a Tom Holland film.
I know who Tom Holland is.
He, before this, wrote Psycho 2, which I think is a fantastic sequel.
Yes.
And after this, would direct the original Child's Play movie.
Yeah, whatever happened to Tom Holland?
Spider-Man.
Well, Spider-Man now.
He became Spider-Man.
I'm Spider-Man.
Is everyone sick of this joke yet? We're
No, probably.
Repeating it.
I am so angry at myself for not buying this steelbook when it came out like a year ago, because now it's stupid expensive.
Yeah, I mean, you can find it for $60 on Amazon if you can afford it.
I might do that.
Because with every Fright Night picture, I guess they're all kind of out of print. None of these movies are easy to get physically anymore. Like, go on Amazon, look up this, look up the remake, look up the sequel. These movies aren't easy to find on physical media anymore.
Well, and it's funny too because the original got a sequel, which I think is pretty good. And then the remake got a sequel that is not a remake of Part 2.
Well, okay,
I've heard that movie is even barely connected to the remake. Like, it's its own thing entirely.
I think it's called... Let me look this up. I think it's called
The New Blood?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Friday the 13th.
Yeah, okay. So, I was going to save this for later, but since we're on it... So, the remake comes out in 2011, and in 2013, it gets a standalone sequel called Fright Night 2 New Blood that is actually just another remake, because the plot of the movie, it follows a character named Charlie and his friends Amy and Ed, and Charlie thinks his neighbor's a vampire. Except the difference is in that one it's a lady vampire, so that's what so no, it's not a sequel to the remake, it's just another remake.
Well,
it's
okay,
weird.
So that's interesting though, because in the sequel the villain is a woman.
Okay, in the 80s sequel.
Yes.
So they kind of
that's the one idea they took.
Of it.
Weird. This is a weird franchise.
That show that was being shown on the TV, which is an important part of this. I kind of love this movie as a love letter to the Hammer era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's both a love letter to like Hammer horror and also the newer generation of like horror TV hosts, because this Peter Vincent character that Roddy McDowall plays is kind of a fusion of the two, where the idea is like he used to be an actor in horror movies, like Dracula type movies, and then now currently has this job as a TV host presenting movies, and he's really fun. He's like one of the best things about this movie.
I think the name Peter Vincent is a combination of Vincent Price and Peter Cushing, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Charlie, you're gonna get canceled.
Well, and what's interesting is because it's a love letter to that, but also there's a little bit of Rear Window in this movie with the whole spying on your neighbor and thinking he's a monster.
Yeah, there's a lot of love for Hitchcock here, but Rear Window especially.
And then later we'd make Disturbia, which is just a ripoff. But
Yeah. Which I keep forgetting is a thing.
I've seen that movie, but it was like way back when it first hit DVD, and I didn't even know anything about Hitchcock at the time.
So you were like, "Oh, this is a really cool premise for a movie."
I was like, "Oh, that's cool." It was back in what, 1950,
50 something.
Yeah, the elevator pitch of this movie is it's like Dracula meets Rear Window, and it's really fun.
We talked over it, but I do like in that show the detail of Peter Vincent holding the stake backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just silly. A funny little thing.
Well, and I was talking about this with John and Hayden yesterday, how I really see this film as a transitional point in how we adapt vampires and how we kind of get away from just adapting Dracula and just doing new cool vampire stories, but set in the modern day, as the 1980s. But whether this directly caused that or not, I mean, following this movie, you get The Lost Boys, Near Dark, and then in the 90s, you get Interview with the Vampire and From Dusk Till Dawn, which we were talking about yesterday. So all these like modern day kind of new vampire movies that are really
I still
cool.
have to see Interview with the Vampire.
So, quick behind the scenes thing I did, and I'm a little disoriented by it. I have the audio coming from my computer, but the visual on the TV.
Oh, okay.
And it's a little weird.
Nice. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I got it synced up. So
we appreciate it.
And also where I describe this as like a transitional film and how it's not just it's both about a new vampire set in modern day, but it's also just kind of doing Dracula, right? Like he has his Renfield. It hits some of the familiar tropes and plot beats. It's both not doing Dracula and it's kind of Dracula.
It's just kind of using Dracula as a foundation,
as a framework.
Yeah.
As opposed to The Lost Boys and From Dusk Till Dawn, which are like very different movies.
Yeah. No, and that also goes back to the Hammer connection of like paying tribute to that mostly. This does feel like a cool marriage between at the time what was like the more like modern kind of horror sensibilities and throwing back to the old school horror sensibilities.
And starting in the 50s really with Hammer, but then through the 60s and 70s there were just so many Dracula adaptations, and then in the 80s we kind of give that a break for a bit and just do some other things with vampires.
And Twilight killed the entire subgenre.
Oh
yeah,
because even in the 2000s before that, you have movies like Let the Right One In, which is about as grounded as you get for like a vampire story, and that's a very depressing, gritty movie.
I'm gonna make Hayden watch those.
Well, that was gonna be my 2000 suggestion, and then I thought 30 Days a Night would be a more fun commentary, so I picked that.
Right. We've already done Let the Right One In, so we wouldn't have done that again. At least not this soon. Well, we did it. Both. We did it like this.
I'm gonna freak out.
No.
If we could swing it this month, Van Helsing would be fun.
I do like Van Helsing. Yeah, because the first Dracula I think of off the top of my head in the 80s, that's not just doing the book. It's movies like Monster Squad, where Dracula's in it, but that's its own thing.
Believe it or not, I've never seen Monster Squad.
Oh my God. I've only seen it once. I watched it last year.
I've only seen it once.
It was alright.
See, I don't even like the Goonies, so I don't know if I'd like Monster Squad.
Yeah, I guess if that's not your type of thing, you might not be into it.
Well, it's not that it isn't. I just specifically don't like the movie The Goonies. It's not. It's not the group of kids thing. I just don't like that movie.
Well, I think that's the only thing those two movies have in common.
Yeah, I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
So correct me if I'm wrong timeline wise, but I want to say I don't know if this comes out before or after Friday Part 6, but I kind of think of this as one of the early like pre-Scream kind of meta horror movies, just for how much it's using. Like there aren't any specific references to actual movies, like we invent like Peter Vincent as an analog for Vincent Price, but it's still, very much using the idea of characters that are aware of the horror tropes and stuff in the genre.
Friday 6 is 86. Right?
Yeah, so this
so this is a year before. Okay.
Because a lot of the Fridays correlate with the year.
Right, yeah.
Yes. But yeah, no, we were talking about that yesterday. And the only thing I can think of that does that before this is An American Werewolf in London. But the references that makes to pop culture are very minimal compared to this movie. It's only like a couple lines of dialogue where they joke about that.
About the Wolfman.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this, it's kind of like the plot is built around, the tropes of the vampire story.
That kid kind of looked like Stephen King.
He did kind of look like Stephen King.
I thought that too. Yeah, and then you get the Peter Vincent character, who on the one hand is really just this movie's Van Helsing, but also it's instead of the traditional like vampire expert who's actually done this before, he's just a TV host who's been in movies.
He's just a dude.
He's just a guy. Oh great! This is one of those nosy neighbors movies. Leave this poor man alone, you stupid kid.
He was the best guy around.
What about all the people he murdered?
What murder?
Well, it's funny that we're watching the remake tonight because I just got done watching Green Room that also has Anton Yelchin in it.
Yeah, I still have to see that.
Interesting.
It was solid.
And funny you mentioned that because the girl who plays Amy in the Fright Night remake is also in Green Room. She's the main girl in that.
Oh.
I knew I recognized that name.
She's also in the Black Christmas remake from 2019.
Oh, but we don't talk
about
that.
That's Robert's favorite version of that movie.
Hayden, I wish you didn't ask that question because her name is Imogen Poots, and I never know how to pronounce it.
Imogen Poots?
Imogen.
Imogen.
I'm not making that up.
Imogen.
Emotep.
Imogen Poots.
Emotep Poots.
Emotep.
I'm gonna name my son Emotep.
You should.
Yeah. Oh, we also should note the composer for this movie is Brad Fiedel, who did Terminator.
Oh.
And
oh yeah.
Noah came prepared to this one.
Yeah, well, I love the music in this movie. I love the score.
It's great.
I like this like recurring theme that we hear a lot throughout. Stop looking over there.
Robert, all he needs is a telescope, and this will be a scene from Smallville.
Oh.
So I've just discovered that McLovin is also in the Fright Night remake.
Yeah.
And that's exciting.
Oh, is he the friend? Oh no.
He's evil.
He's evil.
I'm gonna have to get my McLovin shirt for that.
No, that guy disappeared like really quick after those after that brief stint of like.
He was in Kick-Ass 2.
Which I don't think is an awful movie.
I haven't seen it.
I think it's fine. It's not as good as the first one. Which Lionsgate is selling a 4K of, but it's only through their store. It irritates me.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Oh my god, it's Chris Sarandon, who Tom Holland would work with again in Child's Play. Because he's the detective in that.
Oh. So I've never put that together, but every time I watch this, I'm like, I know this guy, but from what?
He's really familiar.
And he's
the voice of
Jack Skellington.
I was just
Oh.
I can't believe Jack
Yeah.
Skellington's doing this.
I can.
Jack, stop.
Yeah, it's a shame that we never hear this guy sing in this movie because then he'd sound exactly like Danny Elfman.
I have a weird thing with that movie, Noah, where I've listened to the Nightmare Revisited soundtrack so much that when I hear the actual versions of the songs, they sound wrong.
You're like, that's not Marilyn Manson.
That's another movie that like everyone loves, and I'm like, eh.
I think that movie is the dictionary definition of mid.
It's okay to be wrong, but
Tyler says, "Hello, everyone. There's a full crowd today. There is. We try to keep him out, but that Hayden guy, he finds his way into these calls.
I'm in Robert's basement.
It's probably true.
Robert owns my house.
Yeah.
After Robert eats me, Hayden's actually next on the menu.
Oh no.
Over his opinion on Turbo, a Power Ranger movie.
Of all things.
Whoa.
I like how this is off topic completely, but I like how John made it. Well, I'd seen it before, but John made you all watch that individually, and I think it was so he could watch it multiple times.
No, it's because I couldn't. It's because I couldn't get these two at in a voice chat at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I had to be there both times.
Yeah, if I have to suffer, you have to suffer.
We got 2 down, 1 to go. We got to get Austin.
There's no way you're getting Austin to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will be right back.
Okay. Yeah.
Now all I see is Belial.
That's good. I can live with that. We got Tyler in the live chat. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So the mom in this is very similar to the Nightmare on Elm Street mom, just minus the alcoholism.
I think she's played more for comedy too.
Yeah. Well, intentionally.
I like the mom in this. Intentionally, right?
I'm still saying that first Nightmare movie. There's a couple of lines that Nancy's mom has that are the only way I can read that is comedy.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if that was the intention, but yeah.
I like the guy that plays Charlie. I don't think he's been in anything else I've seen.
Yeah, he's got that Gremlins syndrome where that has a protagonist where you've seen him in that. Probably not much.
Fuck all else.
I think he's fine. Yeah.
That is William Ragsdale.
Yeah. Do you guys know who wanted this part?
But real quick, I need to amend what I've said. I forgot that he does come back for Fright Night Part 2, the sequel, the 80s sequel.
Yeah, I knew that.
But then he was in such hits as Big Mama's House 2, Roadhouse 2, and the 2014 Left Behind. However, I have seen him in another movie. He is a priest in Renfield.
Oh, that's
okay.
Fun.
All right, so that's the one other thing I've seen him in. Okay. Although when they were first casting this movie, Charlie Sheen wanted the main part of Charlie. And I think Tom Holland was like, "No, you're too likable and charismatic. We need like an average kid."
Yeah.
You know who could have done this? He might have been a little too young. I don't know. Corey Feldman could have done this.
Oh, he definitely was too young because Lost Boys comes out after, I think, and he's like,
yes.
You're right. No, sorry. For some reason, I'm thinking he would have been like an older teenager at this point. Charlie Sheen would have been terrible.
I think he would have been all right, but I do like the kind of just like average kid kind of boy next door quality that this guy has.
Average 25-year-old high schooler.
Okay, so I'll admit if he had been a little bit older, I think Corey Feldman would have been perfect for this.
I can see that. Yeah.
Okay. These one thing I want to give this movie credit for the writing. these are the types of scenes that usually really bother me in movies or shows where you have a protagonist acting stupid and saying something so outlandish that other characters wouldn't possibly believe. This movie, I think, really nails the comedy with that, and it's not as cringy as it could be.
Yeah.
Like the way the cop is first laughs and then is like, "What the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Get out of
It's
here."
so good.
And there's like a genuine build up to it too, because at first he's like, "I'm not gonna tell him
He's
he's
back.
a vampire."
Oh, he
It
moved.
It escalates.
To
All right,
my
Neil, okay.
my laptop was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm gonna explode in 30 seconds if you don't plug me in."
Thanks for the heads up, at least.
Yeah, sure. Do you need to know what timestamp we're at?
No, the movie kept going. I just had to move the laptop.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Now we have two
I
people
feel-
in white padded cells.
I am the nostalgia critic.
The Quiddick. I don't think we were alive for that.
We weren't. Nobody's gonna
We were
get that
not.
except us.
It's all right. Yeah, we won't explain it.
That's an inside joke.
I do like the pacing of this movie too. I forgot how long this movie was before I rewatched it because it doesn't feel like an hour and 40 minutes, but we do take our time like setting everything up, like building to Peter Vincent being a bigger part of the movie.
Yeah.
Before he like figures out like, oh, okay, that's what I have to do to try to get this guy.
so
Real quick. Sorry. It's my turn to go be AFK. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Playing
We're all
music
gonna
God.
take breaks tonight.
Oh God, the host is gone. What do we do?
So no, I agree with you. I think the pacing of this movie is fantastic. This is probably the weirdest scene in terms of writing, where it's the only part of the movie where we make Evil Ed like the vampire expert, and it's an awkward exposition scene where Charlie's like coming to him for advice because he literally asks like, how do I protect himself, but he's gonna get information he should already know being a Fright Night fan. Has that ever bothered you?
That I did think about that on my most recent viewing, because it's like, well, I get the sense that Evil is the more like nerdy, the more like memorizes all of the tropes, and just like knows all this stuff. Like horror stuff is his hyperfixation, and Charlie, I guess, is just more of a casual fan.
Since
You could read it
Ed's
that
also, that's just funny since Ed's also the skeptic and doesn't believe him that this is actually real. Like, he's not that far gone.
This kid might be live action Toy Story Sid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's giving big Sid vibes.
Big Sid energy.
Big Sid.
Don't watch that Tubi movie. I'm sure that's on there somewhere.
That's gonna autoplay after this.
This scene's hilarious.
I do have mixed feelings about the evil character. I guess we can talk about him more when he shows up again, but I do think that he could have been written a bit better. Jerry Dandridge, on the other hand, I think is a very compelling character and a pretty good villain in this movie.
Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Charlie.
He's the devil.
And it's funny because we brought up Jack Skellington earlier, and because when I saw his name in the credits when I first watched this, I was like, that name looks familiar, but I'm not sure. And then there are moments later where he raises his voice where I'm like, oh yeah, that's Jack Skellington.
We got Slasher.
Sorry.
Go on.
I've seen I've seen
What have you
Child's Play. No, I've seen Child's Play a lot more than obviously Fright Night than Nightmare Before Christmas. So I see it as
that guy.
Well, I just forgot his name. Detective Mike.
I don't
Detective
know.
His last name's
I'm
Mann.
gone 5 minutes
obviously.
and y'all talking all over each other.
Yep. I mainly know him from The Princess Bride. It's one of those movies I grew up with.
yeah.
But
I didn't
we
know he
got
was in
Slasher
that.
Fred. Oh, he's great. He's the main villain. And Slasher Fred's in the live chat, and he calls this movie a classic. And part of what makes it great is how the plot involves a character who's a fan finding himself in a real horror movie, just like Scream. And yeah, we talked about that earlier. Again, I don't know how like influential this actually was on Scream, but those parallels are interesting with the meta quality to it.
Because it's something I never really thought about until this viewing, or the
It's
previous
Mike
viewing,
Norris,
like,
by
in
the way.
preparation for this.
Okay.
Well, we know Friday
Yeah.
6 is an influence on Williamson, so it wouldn't shock me if this is too.
Mm-hmm. And Noah, we were talking about the meta stuff yesterday with From Dusk Till Dawn, which does it very little, but there is like the joke with Tom Savini where they're talking about how you just have to put two sticks together to make a crucifix. And he's like, "Oh yeah, Peter Cushing does it all the time." Like that's a very meta joke.
Yeah, no one missed my blind reaction to Tom Savini and From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, we were just like
Specifically
talking.
the penis gun.
We were just talking, and Hayden goes, "Wait, what?"
Wait a minute, what's happening?
Wait a minute.
He's
That's what I
freaking
locked
out.
in. That's what I
Where'd that
locked
gun
in.
come from? Yeah, no, he's the best character in that movie.
He's so sad when he dies.
No.
No.
But he does have the best
No.
vampire reveal. He sneaks up behind that one guy that's telling this like really dramatic Vietnam flashback, and he just sneaks up on him like a cartoon villain.
Yeah, that I know we already reviewed that movie, but quick side tangent. That movie's way more cartoonish in the second half than I was prepared for.
I love the tonal whiplash.
Yeah.
I think it works. I gotta watch it again though. I've only seen it once. Oh my god.
I like the score when he shows up. I like the
Yeah. We'll talk about it more when we get to the remake, because I do go back and forth on which version of Jerry that I prefer. Because I think Colin Farrell's really good.
He's great.
We'll get to it. Obviously, the character I'm kind of worried about is honestly Peter Vincent, just because it looks like they go in a totally different direction with him.
They do.
Different direction.
But
Yeah.
it's David Tennant, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah. No, that is the character you'd have to update, just because those kind of horror talk show or hosts don't exist that much now. Especially not in 2011.
You got Joe Bob Briggs still doing things,
But he didn't
Right.
come back. But he wasn't active when that movie was coming out. He didn't come back
Right.
until Shudder really took off.
right.
Yeah, and Elvira's kind of the same thing, where she was done with that for a bit, and then she came back several years ago. So we brought back the old horror hosts instead of really creating new ones.
Making new ones.
and I know
Yeah.
of Joe Bob Briggs, but I've never watched any of it.
Same.
Yeah, I only
I've seen
know
clips.
just like clips, because a lot of those Friday special features will talk about him.
The clips of Joe Bob on the Friday movies are hilarious.
Yes. Those Friday the 13th guys made the same movie 9 times. That takes talent.
Yeah.
That was the one I was gonna say. They made the same movie 9 times. That takes talent.
My favorite quote from him is, "Look, you can kill all the people you want in a horror movie, but you don't kill the pet. It makes people upset." And he's right.
I mean, he's right.
kills
He's
people as
spitting facts.
People are dumb.
Oh,
I do love in this scene how he's like, "We don't want to wake your mother," and then he makes a loud noise.
Well, and it's such a good he's right behind me, isn't he? Moment
Yes.
when he's looking out the window. This scene's awesome.
Specifically here, I can hear the Jack Skellington. You're telling
You're told the-
policemen about me?
Jack Skellington should have said that.
Zero.
Zero, why'd you call the cops?
You ratted me out.
That wasn't my bag.
I do like that we get a bit of humanity from him.
Yeah.
This scene being one example. He still has a very like threatening and evil presence throughout the movie, but
Yeah. Well, this is probably his most honest moment where it's like, hey, just leave me alone,
Stop it.
and we don't have to do this.
nope.
Stop it.
Really,
Get
this
some
is
help.
Charlie's fault, is what we're saying.
Exactly.
He's like, how do I make this look like an accident? I know.
I'll open the window. I don't know what the symbolism is there.
Oh, does this take place in Iowa?
I have no idea. It takes place in neighborhood.
Well, he just
That's the goofiest. Twirling.
he just grabbed an Iowa Hawkeyes mug.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He stabbed me with a fucking pencil.
A pencil.
With a fucking pencil.
Peter Stormare's delivery of that line might be one of my favorite things of all time.
With a pencil.
Oh God.
He's
He's
freaking,
freaking
out.
out.
The vampire.
Charlie?
When are we going to get
He's like-
Fright Night versus Blade?
Is that
Late
that?
night.
Yeah.
Blade Night?
Well, that was in Marvel Zombies.
The show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Robert gets that joke.
Yeah.
He got
So-
it so much he didn't
I
have a
love-
reaction.
I love
So-
your, I was so happy with your Letterboxd review where you just said dumb and bad.
God.
Slight spoilers for Marvel Zombies if anyone cares. But for whatever reason, Blade is Moon Knight in that.
Oh.
Because what if?
Yeah, because for some reason, all of their ideas for what if stories are, what if this character was that character?
Have you seen, so there's a bookstore by my house. Or not
No,
by
I
my
haven't
house,
seen the bookstore by your house.
No. I start all stories with a tangent. Leave me alone. It's a Midwest behavior.
I know, trust me.
It's not my fault. I was raised this way.
So anyway, about the bookstore.
They when I was a lad,
When I was a boy,
when I was a boy,
I went to a bookstore.
and they had Marvel What If books. Marvel's been putting
Oh
out
my
like, what
god,
if
that
books,
bat.
I love the bat.
So bad.
It's awesome.
and the premises are so dumb. Like, there's one I saw that was like, what if Mark Spector was the host of Venom?
Oh.
It's not a
Oh.
what if scenario. That's just status quo in Marvel at some point.
Do you know what my favorite premise is that I've seen?
What's that?
What's that?
What if the Scarlet Witch and Spider-Man were siblings?
Yeah, I
think I've
remember.
heard of that.
We have
No,
no
one
ideas anymore.
That is correct. No, one thing I wanted to mention earlier when you talked about this being a love letter to that stuff, but also inventing like the Peter Vincent character. It does have
Yeah.
its cake in it too, because we do just see Christopher Lee on the TV.
Right.
So, and there are some like Universal Dracula posters later. So, like, there are like very explicit references to movies and stuff that actually exist, while also having the fictional ones too. The movie within the movie.
Yeah. I do wonder if they thought about going to Christopher Lee to play that character. But I know that
yeah, because
I know they approached Vincent Price, and he was like, "No,
No,
no, I'm old."
you're all freaks.
I would really like this Tom Holland to come back. He hasn't directed a movie since Thinner in '96.
Oh,
Did he do one of those Stephen King miniseries? I feel like he did.
Not a miniseries, but Thinner is a Stephen King book.
Oh,
is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of Stephen King, Slasher Fred in the live chat mentioned similarities with this and Salem's Lot, which is true. Because in the 70s, you get both the book and the miniseries. And that's another one very similar to this movie where it's set in modern day, but the vampire, well, an original character, is also kind of just Dracula. Like, there is still a Dracula.
The only thing I fight him on is he says it's a lot like Salem's Lot, which involves an elderly man and a teenager who take on a vampire. It's not really what Salem's Lot is about.
Yeah, it's more complicated. And also, you could say that kind of goes back to just the Dracula book. Not that Jonathan's a teenager, but still, it's the young
even then,
guys,
those aren't the
old man
protagonists, because he's talking about the kid and the priest. The protagonist of that is that reporter that comes back to town.
Yeah, it's more of an ensemble thing.
Yeah. And that's just about the death of a small town. Told through vampires.
That is correct. Roddy McDowall is so good here. One other nitpick I have of this movie, or one thing I'd tweak, is this is one of those movies where we have him here, and of course, coincidentally, happens to be the day he's fired, but whatever, it's a movie, it's fine. But then, okay, I'll save this point for later, because I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I just remembered, this is a blind reaction for Hayden, so I'll get back to that at the end of the movie.
No spoilers.
Do you know what I mean? No, I have questions about the end with him.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that he said he was he was making fun of slashers a second ago.
Yes.
It's kind of funny that Tom Holland went on to direct the first of a giant slasher franchise.
That is true.
Really soon after this movie.
Yeah.
Because this is knee deep in like the classic '80s slashers when this comes out.
Does anybody know what Roddy McDowall's one of his last movies was?
No.
I hope not Fright Night 2.
No, it was A Bug's Life.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just forget about that.
I don't know who he plays in that movie because
Mr. Soil. I don't remember who that is, but
yeah. Well, in terms of voice work, he also did the Mad Hatter in the 90s Batman cartoons.
Oh, okay. He also was in the second Jungle Book.
Audiobook for the novelization of '89. I don't know why I know that, but I know that.
That's amazing.
I listened to John will appreciate this. I listened to a Star Wars audiobook a couple of months ago that was narrated by John Glover.
That's awesome.
Oh hell yeah, that's awesome.
And his delivery is insane.
I'd listen to him read anything.
There's a YouTube channel that does audiobooks of those like out of print slasher novels. And they've been doing the Jason X books. I just haven't had time to sit down and listen to them.
I should check those out because I wish they'd do something with those novels because I'd like to have them.
I'm so mad that I lost mine. Church of the Divine Psychopath was peak.
Is that that's one of the Friday ones?
Yeah. So the entire plot of that movie or that book, is this church that decides Jason isn't really just a mindless killer. He is an instrument of God. So they decide to resurrect him. And then he kills them all. He was but Roddy McDowall was also in an episode of Godzilla the series, which I would also like to watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the animated one with
the animated sequel to 98 that everybody says is better than 98.
Apparently that show is really good, but I just haven't given it.
I remember seeing it on TV as a kid, but God, that was 20+ plus years ago.
You're old.
I primarily know Roddy McDowall from the Planet of the Apes movies and the Batman cartoons. So that's part for me. The fun of this movie is actually getting to see him, not like covered in makeup or.
And I didn't
just
realize he
doing a
was in
voice
Gargoyles, or an episode
cool.
of Gargoyles. That show is awesome. When Disney Plus first launched, I went back to it. It holds up. It's great.
I should check that
It's
out.
great.
I'm gonna get attacked. Who's the lead gargoyle? I can't think. Is that Keith David or am I?
I think it's Keith. I'm not
Uh,
sure. He might be in.
I think you're right. Hang on.
Goliath. Yeah, I just don't I couldn't
Goliath.
remember. And I know this is another name I cannot begin to pronounce half the time. Bill Fagerbakke, Patrick is in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. His name's not Rick. SpongeBob, I'm a gargoyle.
Yes, it is Keith David. Noah, do you know who else is in that show?
Patrick Star. I don't know who else is in that show.
Jonathan Frakes.
Oh, I think I did know that at some point. Yeah.
Is
If I
that a
remember-
I've never
Star
seen.
Trek?
Yeah.
I've never. Yeah.
It's a
haven't seen
Star
that
Trek
show.
thing.
Oh, that's a cool like Nosferatu thing in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I remember correctly,
I like this joke here.
Tyler in the live chat is asking how we like the movie. Yeah, it's good.
I love it.
I don't know if you caught this. I've never seen it before. And as always with these on blind watches, these kind of things is not the best way to watch a movie for the first time.
that's not
Yeah.
true. Don't say that.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
hopefully you get a chance to watch it on your own later sometime.
no.
Okay.
Impossible. Impossible. John knows me.
Hey, I mean, like, there are movies that I have only seen with John. Like, Jason X, I think, is one of those.
Oh no.
I've never watched that on my own.
Yes.
I do really like the dynamic with Amy and Evil Ed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to
John
just
and I-
double check. Yes, he is the bad guy in that show.
Oh, okay, cool.
John and I do watch party a lot of stupid crap.
That's such a
Turning
good
Hayden
joke.
into a Dragon Ball fan.
I'll take it.
I have $500.
I do like how we're immediately endeared to him, even though
He's
like
kinda
he might he's kind of scummy, and like with that initial encounter with Charlie, he might come off as a bit of a dick, but the movie's turning around and immediately making you sympathize with him after that.
And the actress who plays Amy here, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything else. But after this, she was on the Married with Children sitcom, so she was on that for 10 years. So
Oh, is she the
Okay.
wife?
I don't
No.
know. I wouldn't think so.
Oh, that's Leela from Futurama.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Katie Seagal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
I don't know
Tyler
why I know
says
that.
you'll never get to watch Jason X on your own. John will always watch Jason X when he gets the chance. I mean, yeah, but I'll watch it on my own if I have to. No, wants to
every
watch.
time you- every time you watch Jason X, John appears at your front door, knocks
I just
on it.
hear like someone
and, like,
banging on the door.
and
Jason
John
X?
John walks in like a child holding a 4K of Jason X. He's like, "Can I watch?"
And
Watch?
I'm already playing the 4K
And he holds it up. He's like, "Movie,
movie now.
movie now!" And he points at the screen. That's John.
That would be crazy if that was the first time we met in person.
You
See,
go to, like,
now I want to
like a
try to
web-
set that up. I walk up to Noah's house, knock on the door, just have Jason X in my hand.
Movie.
But like you look like a child. You got like a hat on.
Yeah.
You like waddle in the door. You're like, "Movie,
Movie now.
movie now." Sorry.
That's also not
No,
true,
I
Noah. Because the first time you watched that was when Cap did that commentary. I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, I always forget that. Yeah.
This might be my favorite scene of the movie. And he's like, he finds crosses offensive. He says he's born again. Well, how about holy water? Just bring tap water and it's cool. No, it's really smart how the way they're playing this with these other characters, where it's like, okay, we don't actually believe Charlie. We're just gonna humor him and
Yeah.
disprove that he's a
I
vampire.
really appreciate that because
robot.
there's a lot of these movies where a character's claiming something, and people just write them off like, "Well, just humor him for a minute. It's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah,
If he's wrong, then you just go your way."
yeah. This handles that stuff really well. It gives the side characters like their own agency and opinion. Like they're not just mouthpieces for
Right.
Charlie or blindly following him. Like they have their own way.
Also,
of
I
going
will
about
say,
this.
if the digital copy is like a downgrade from physical, it still looks amazing. Because one thing I like about digital is it will automatically upgrade you to 4K if like a 4K version comes out and you already own it.
It's a shame that this movie's so hard to get physically because I would love a 4K copy.
What baffles me is because I think it was Sony did that steelbook, kind of like they did the Night of the Living Dead one, Robert. Why wouldn't you also do a regular run?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean this movie's beloved. People would get that.
Yeah, this wasn't like a massive hit when it came out, but I think it did turn a profit.
Or give it to give it to Scream or Arrow.
Yeah.
I'd buy a big Arrow box set of this.
And I keep joking that we want a really nice release of the Nightmare remake from Arrow,
No, Hayden, you know what I want from Criterion? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie.
Criterion, yes. Turbo from Criterion.
Well, see, what they would do is they do one of those like double 2 movie sets with 95 and Turbo. But no, what I would like is like an Arrow set of both Fright Night, the original Fright Night movies. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier how I found some similarities with this and An American Werewolf in London. I think these would make a great double feature because they have similar tones with horror and comedy and how reverential they are, but also updating those ideas to the 80s and going a lot further with the gore and effects and stuff.
Yeah.
And in many ways, I think you could argue we're close to definitive vampire stories.
Yeah, and that's the definitive werewolf movie, in my opinion.
Well, I now hate Jerry because he reminds me of Mark Ruffalo in this scene.
Oh.
He does kind of look like Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, he's pissing me off, Robert.
It's pissing me off.
Charmed.
John.
Dude, you can't just openly flirt with a high schooler. What's wrong with you, Jerry?
Yeah, it's a little... So, like...
Jerry, no!
I do like the attempt to make Jerry more sympathetic and like give him some humanity, but he's creeping after teenagers this whole movie.
Waiting for Robert to justify that one.
But I also thought,
I was just gonna say, like, to go off what you were saying earlier, like all of this is very believable.
Yes.
Like, all the characters, they don't just like not believe him. They do humor him for a bit, and yeah.
Well, and with this An American Werewolf in London, I also thought, both of these movies have kind of a Joe Dante quality to them, even though he didn't work on either of these. But with Joe Dante, you get like Gremlins, where a lot of his love for like B movies really shines. And what's weird is with Joe Dante, a lot of his movies, he's constantly referencing like old monster movies and stuff, but he didn't really make many of those outside of Gremlins. And one of his earliest ones, The Howling, which is his werewolf movie, is very serious and very different from his later work. You know, like that doesn't have those meta qualities to it that his later work
Also not
would
that
become.
great, unfortunately.
It's not great, and I always that's why I always forget it's a Joe Dante movie because of how straight they're playing it. This strikes a great tone. This is my favorite kind of tone for a horror comedy, where like the characters are funny, but all of the horror stuff is played straight.
Yes,
I'm with you, because I've always said I think my gold standard for horror comedy is, of course, Evil Dead 2, which is the greatest film ever made.
Objectively,
and I think this comes as close as you're gonna get. Like the monsters are still scary, but there's a fun to it.
There's a funness,
It's something we've lost.
It's just really entertaining.
Modern. Gremlins definitely goes further into comedy, but there's still scenes where they treat the gremlins seriously and they're meant to be creepy.
Well, and even with Gremlins, like if you actually stop and think about what they're doing, it's horrifying.
They are killing people. They are a real threat.
Noah, real quick, just because we were talking about how movies are not as fun today, and then we were also talking about From Dusk Till Dawn like yesterday. We also, of course, reviewed The Last Man on Earth, which is the first adaptation of the I Am Legend book. We pitched that this needs to be remade again, and Flanagan needs to do it. Can you imagine an I Am Legend miniseries from Flanagan?
I mean, I just watch anything Flanagan makes, so automatically yes.
Have you seen any of those adaptations?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the Will Smith one. I haven't seen the
so then that means nothing to you. Okay.
No. I mean, I know that there's a thing with the ending of the Will Smith one that's pretty contentious because I know there's two different versions of it. But outside of that, I don't really know. And I know that the dog dies in that movie. But outside of that, I don't really know anything about that story.
Okay.
This scene is such a perfect reveal when he realizes that Jerry doesn't have a reflection. He's like,
"No, it's perfect." And the movie doesn't beat you over the head with it. It's just a subtle.
Yeah.
The look on his face says all.
What's funny though is I do like that mirror is set up earlier, but the way that it's set up is like so awkward because he's just like, look at this prop, and then the scene just cuts after that. There's no like natural transition out of that scene.
Fortunately, I will be right back again. Give me a second.
Hayden.
He's noping out of here just like Peter Vincent.
This is why Hayden can never watch a movie. All right.
Kids with their short attention spans.
I said I'm all right. But no, if you get a chance, watch the Vincent Price one on Tubi. It's not perfect, like there's a lot of flaws, but it's the I don't know, Robert, would you agree with me? It's probably the most authentic to the novel, just in terms of tone, and because the Will Smith one is good, but it is the Hollywoodized action movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then I can't speak for the Heston one, but I've heard it's whack.
I forgot that there was even that movie existed too.
No, because we keep trying with that book. But yes, so with I Am Legend, the Will Smith version, the theatrical cut is a reshoot because test audiences didn't like the actual ending. I don't love either ending, but the original ending they had in mind is closer in terms thematically with the book.
Mm-hmm.
And the theatrical ending is kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I may watch both versions of that anyway, just out of sheer curiosity, but the Vincent Price version is probably more my thing. I just like that. It is
movies. Very... that would make a great double feature with Night of the Living Dead. Which we have discovered Hayden has not seen.
What?
What?
He was here. If he was here right now. Oh, there you are, you bastard. You haven't seen Night of the Living Dead?
No.
Damn.
Fucking
So
fraud.
I know. I'm the worst.
Also, we haven't talked about it yet, but like his friend is nicknamed Evil, which is
Yeah.
like the most on the nose.
Tyler said I've gone to feed Belial. That sounds like a euphemism.
Oh no.
I don't want to hear about your feeding Belial.
I don't want to feed Belial.
So, I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on Evil Ed in general? He's a character I kind of have mixed feelings on, but mostly positive.
I
like him a lot.
I like him. I think I wish there was a little more nuance. Like I think this would be I'd feel more bad for him if it's like, oh, you know, him and Charlie are like best friends that always get along, and then this happens to turn him against Charlie. But he's just
Yeah. Because I think the idea is supposed to be that they are best friends. On my first viewing, I did not get that sense. I was like, why is this kid that he's annoyed with, like, constantly hanging out with him?
Yeah, but he also goes to him for advice when he thinks.
I think, but just
Jerry's
because
gonna attack
he
him.
feels like that's the only person he could go to.
Mhm.
I
But
would
I-
like to see more of just like genuine friendship with them.
because this should be
I don't know.
a sad moment that Charlie has really lost something. But at least on the first viewing, all I'm thinking is, well, he lost that kid that kind of torments him.
He lost that kid that he's mildly annoyed with.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
but then the other thing I have with it, because I kind of have like complex feelings about it, is like Jerry is gonna basically convince him to join the dark side here.
I'm trying to
because
not get into all this analysis until the
It's
scene
about
plays
to
out, but
happen.
okay.
No, I already figured out what's gonna happen based on your analysis.
He's freaking out.
And I don't know if I buy that because I don't think we've seen him get bullied enough.
That's fair. I don't think it would work if they were like super close best friends in this, just because he is supposed to be kind of a social outcast.
Right.
So I get the idea that Charlie and Amy Pike Stitch are like his only friends. That doesn't mean they're close friends. That doesn't mean they're like siblings. And I agree that you could have set up like some of the bullying and stuff more. This scene has really leans into like the queer undertones with this character. It's really framed as like a seduction scene, and it's not subtle at all. Like Jerry says, like, I know what it's like to be different. Like there is meant to be a queer subtext.
But
to
I would
Ed's
argue,
character.
with the social outcasts that I've seen that done better, where it's like they have a contentious friendship, but at the end of the day, they are friends and they are like brothers, despite some difficulty because of different social. Most of their scenes together are one of them causing the other grief in this. I think you need more of that, just friendship stuff.
It's tricky because
Okay, but there's also
it's a hard balance to strike, and I think my grievance is more so I would have liked to seen him be like picked on more by other characters at school before this happens.
Yeah.
That's fair. I get where you're coming from. I kind of like that there's not a lot of high school drama stuff in this, and there's more of that in the remake, which we'll get to later tonight. So I very much I get where you're coming from. I just don't.
I do think
all that high
the
school
character
drama.
still works for the most part.
Mhm.
I just have that kind of like nitpick with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
he's fine as is. It's just, and I'm with you, Robert. I don't love high school drama, but I don't want to cut it at the cost of character depth.
Yeah, I think I just see their friendship a little differently than you guys do, because there is that like running gag of like Charlie calling him evil, and he doesn't like that. He keeps telling him to stop. Like there's these things that Charlie does that he's just kind of oblivious to. That like Charlie's not a great friend to Ed. He's just somebody he hangs out with. So I like that they have a complicated friendship. And again, my read on it is just like, yeah, like Charlie's Ed's friend, like he's the only guy he has to hang out to. That doesn't mean they're close friends, you know. It's just kind of who all he's got. But Charlie still doesn't necessarily treat him the best.
It's funny because I think a lot of the movie, the characters, like for the most part, are all pretty well developed, and they take the time to do that. There's just like that little thing I could think it could have been done a little bit better. But
this guy that's playing evil looks really familiar. Oh no.
He was in Fright Night.
Also, and part of where I don't know where to land on like the character development stuff is this is very much a movie where when you turn into a vampire, like you become a monster, like you're not entirely the same person. So it's like, could you have more setup to like buy his turn more? Well, I guess, but in the context of this universe, it's like he's not the same guy anymore. Like he is literally evil now in a way he wasn't before.
But there's your setup. He wants to be someone else. He wants to be more self-assured. But the cost of that is himself. He becomes a different person. You need more groundwork there.
I don't know. I get enough of that.
But then, Jerry. I'll also say to that, Robert, I don't get the sense that Jerry is a complete monster. Like he's not.
I'm not saying there's no humanity, but like there is a shift.
Yeah. You could also argue that Jerry has just had longer to regain his humanity.
Yeah. And like the way Ed is playing it here, like the actor, it's very a lot more over the top. Like there's two ways to approach adapting vampires. There's the like you're still the same person, but now you have like this instinct, this hunger that you can't control, and the tragedy and living forever and all that stuff, and you got to be a killer to live. And then there's well, you're just a monster now, like in From Dusk Till Dawn and other movies. Yeah. And this movie, it's somewhere in between, like it's kind of doing both. But by the end of this, there's pretty hard evidence in what I'm talking about. I'm like, yeah, no, you're like kind of turned evil when you become a vampire. Like at least less of your humanity is in there. Like like there is a personality shift.
We talked over it earlier, but I like the little touch of when he lifts his coat like a cape earlier.
Yes. It's great.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess you got to be a complete monster to be this much of a creep.
One thing that is kind of unfortunate with the sequel is because it's a sequel, we can't get everybody back. Charlie just has like a new girlfriend in the second one.
Yeah, that sucks. And I'm torn on that, John, because on the one hand, I don't Belial. I got Belial.
You don't Belial.
That was a Freudian slip.
Oh yeah, I don't believe for a second that this high school romance survives like a week past this movie. So realistically, I buy that they're not together anymore in the sequel, but you want more of this cast back. Like, yeah, that does suck.
And
I don't need movies to adhere to real life rules. Like, sure, let the high school romance, go into college or whatever.
Like, John and I watched a movie called Deathgasm, and the trailer for the sequel came out, and the trailer showed that the couple in that movie broke up in between movies, and I hate that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because just in the sequel, it's them getting back together.
It's just gonna be the same movie again.
It's like Ghostbusters too.
Yep. Yeah. That's one of the worst sequel tropes.
Jerry, stop it.
The actress is like 25. It's fine. This is another Dracula trope where they still kind of adhere to the formula where there's this young girl he's trying to seduce, and also riffing on specifically Dracula movies, not the book, where there's like the reincarnated love element that they kind of hint at in this.
I didn't remember that. I've always just thought he was going after her because Charlie's messing with him.
Charlie finds the painting of the girl that looks like Amy.
Oh, okay.
And they talk about it later.
Yeah. Although it's funny that I don't remember what scene that was, but when Charlie like looks at the painting, there's a ADR Charlie voice that says Amy. That was very clearly added in post, in case people didn't get it.
He's also very clearly like hypnotizing her, just like Dracula does in the Universal movie to people.
Thank God that the kid that he hates just happens to have a girlfriend that looks like his old lover.
Yep.
How convenient.
I mean, when you're around for 200 years, like, it's gonna happen at some point.
Get a room.
Whoa.
I don't think you can do that.
I mean, they shouldn't, but they also should. Like, it's twice as bad now. They're out in the middle of a public place.
The mirror shots are awesome.
That's so cool.
They have a lot of fun with that.
No, that is fun. There's some of that in Van Helsing, too.
Yep. This movie should have been called Charlie's Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Ow.
I don't want to kill you.
Just gonna hurt you.
Complete me.
You complete.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna bash your damn brains in.
But you bash your fucking head in.
I'm just gonna cut your legs off.
Oh god, I just got flashbacks to that. What is it? The first?
Oh my god,
it's
the guy
from...
John, it's the guy from Friday the 13th Part 3.
Yeah, I knew he looked familiar.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he gets his hand chopped off at the end of Friday 3.
The most useless biker gang in existence.
Yep.
I feel like you wouldn't do this in public if you didn't want to.
It's fine. I think he's just really annoyed by this point. It's funny you say that, Hayden, because when we get to it, Remake Jerry gives way less of a fuck about being subtle or inconspicuous, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. That is one thing I kind of hate about modern horror, too, is writers and directors aren't thoughtful about having smart villains. They just kind of do whatever they need to do and nobody notices.
Yes.
I think this is on my brain just because I just watched it recently, but remember that scene in A Nightmare on Elm Street when Freddy makes it look like that guy hung himself? And then do you remember in the remake when Freddy just bursts his hand through the guy's chest? So it just explodes in the middle of a prison cell?
Yeah, it was a heart attack.
That's a hell of a heart attack.
That's a big fucking heart attack.
After my buddy once.
This happened to my buddy Eric.
I forgot about that meme.
And speaking of characters being smart, John, I love how before letting him in, Peter Vincent's like, "Are you a fucking vampire? I need to know. I don't trust anyone anymore."
I don't trust.
I love that the whole vampires can't come in unless they're invited. Buffy and Angel have a lot of fun with that.
Sorry, a lot of fun with what I was.
Vampires needing to be invited in.
Yeah.
Which is something I appreciate about Let the Right One In, because that's the only thing I've ever seen that actually shows what happens.
Well, in Buffy, it's just
Off the top of my head.
and so you're right, because in Buffy, it's just a barrier. They literally can't cross.
It's like a force field.
Yeah.
What is it in Let the Right One In? I haven't seen that.
So when a vampire goes somewhere uninvited, they start to melt. Like it starts to slowly kill it, so then they have to step back out.
Or be invited in. I think.
Yeah. Sinners obviously plays with that a lot.
Yeah.
That's the most recent thing I can think of.
But yeah, Hayden, I would highly recommend either version. Of Let Me In or Let the Right One In. From memory, I preferred the American version just a little bit, but that's a Matt Reeves movie. It's a very depressing film too.
Yep.
I love depressing.
This is depressing. I don't like sad Roddy McDowall.
Yeah.
He's so
Do you guys
good
remember
in this
cassette
movie.
tapes?
Yep.
No. Because I'm not 60.
Well,
No, it was 11.
I'm 2
I
years
made that
old,
like
guys.
exact joke earlier. I pitched an idea of our favorite horror movie for every year that we've been born, and I was like, Robert will do his whenever, mine will be 1992, and Noah's will be last year.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I think Hayden's younger than me.
Yeah, I was born today.
Oh.
Today.
Yeah.
And I was born
John-
yesterday. That's the difference.
John, that's the scene we were talking about where all you get is just him saying that's somebody I knew a long time ago. And she looks just like you.
She's just like me for real.
Oh no.
I don't mind this trope. The only place that I think it doesn't quite work is the Coppola Dracula, where they play that as just a love story and kind of ignore all the creepy subtext.
Yeah. I love that movie on a technical level, but it is not. It's not my preferred Dracula.
It's dumb and bad.
Oh,
I don't go that far.
Oh,
no, I think that
I don't
take
know.
works for that movie.
Jerry, stop it.
It's so creepy.
Yeah, this is uncomfortable. But what I like about it here is the movie knows it's uncomfortable. It's not trying to play this as like you should be rooting for these two. It's this is disturbing.
Yeah.
The Coppola Dracula was like, oh, isn't this sweet? No, it's not.
No.
It's not.
No, I think that there's still a creepy element to that. But I mean, I will say Charlie was kind of a shitty boyfriend to her, so I get it.
So she deserves.
You would be the one person to defend this.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying that Charlie kind of sucks.
Robert's going on a list.
Yeah.
He should have been on one a long time ago.
Robert's favorite characters are sex perverts.
That's not true.
Jerry Dandridge, the projectionist.
The
professor.
Not a sex pervert.
No, hey, you should have been here when we did our commentary on Pearl. Robert's under the impression that the projectionist is the protagonist of the film.
It's subjectively
He
He's
loves
great.
the projectionist.
Yeah,
He's
he's right.
Superman.
He's Superman.
Superman.
I know him.
I know him.
I've seen a movie with him in it.
But I think that was even
I've seen-
before Superman came out.
It was.
When we did that.
Yeah.
Well, when we recorded that commentary, I mean.
I've seen 3 movies with him, with David Cornswell at this point, because he's also in Twisters. Yes.
Yeah.
And
He plays a dick in that.
I didn't really like that movie, but it was terrible.
I liked it.
It's
I liked
better
it
than
more
the
than
original.
the original.
That is false. You are both wrong.
Twisters is better than Twister.
No, it's not.
Yeah, objectively.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
I've seen neither.
I'm shocked.
Okay, is Twister on my essential film list that I haven't seen?
Hayden, you should watch Twisters. You don't have to see Twister.
All right.
No, you gotta watch Twister. It's the better of the two.
Now.
But no, it is not an essential film. It's just a solid film.
And in the bottom of this case is a gun.
It's a fucking gun.
If none of that works, I'm gonna blast him.
That is something I like about this movie, because something I always and I don't remember if it's in any of the movies. It's been a minute since I've watched them, but I've always loved the image of just Van Helsing carrying this big ass like case of gear around.
Yeah.
I think I just shit myself. Maybe this is a bad idea.
Charlie, you're gonna have to change my adult diaper.
Change my diaper.
The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is I love the way this movie looks, the cinematography and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so spooky.
It has a little bit of that 80s look still, like I can tell this is an 80s movie, but it's also clearly throwing back to the Hammer look.
Yeah.
I think the most 80s thing about it is the most 80s thing about it is the music.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a very 80s soundtrack, and I like it.
I do too.
I do too.
No, this is just kind of like the perfect October, like Halloween spooky season movie.
Yeah.
At least it because it blends two of my favorite like decades of horror, with like the 80s and the old monster movie stuff. Monster movie.
I like the monster pictures.
Yeah, I don't. I've never thought about it because obviously 80s is the correct answer for best decade for horror. I don't know what my second favorite is. Interesting.
I mean, the 70s is a lot of great stuff.
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't, but the 80s is objectively better.
I won't say a specific decade.
I don't want to get
just,
stuck on that.
I won't say a specific decade for me. It's like the golden age of Hollywood. So like 30s through 50s
yeah.
for horror for me.
Welcome to Fright Night.
He said it.
That for real.
Fright Night real question mark?
This
God, no.
this scene is awesome. Be back, spawn of Satan.
Ha ha ha!
Really?
You gotta have faith. I like that he just crushes
Oh
it.
shit.
Like it's Play-Doh.
You do not need this gun.
There's a
I do
scene
not
like
like
that
it,
in.
Sam I am.
There's a with the cross. There's a scene like that. And I think is Hellraiser 3.
Perhaps.
I think there's something similar in the church, yeah.
Because he like melts the cross in that guy's hand.
You have to have faith for this to work on me. Idiot.
Stop!
Not quite.
Oh!
He's just fucking with them.
Oh god. His boyfriend's here.
Oof.
Happens.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Like, again, it's not subtle with some of the gay undertones with his roommate in this movie.
They were roommates.
I do like. I do kind of like the Renfield character in this movie. He's just kind of an asshole.
Well, and very subdued for the Renfield archetype. Like here, he's just suburban
He's
man.
just a dude.
Yeah.
Like I want to know his story.
Right. Oh, and I have a lot of questions about him.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Raggedy
It's Raggedy Ann. Oh, damn it.
Ann.
Oh my God, have I sent you guys the picture of the guest room I had to stay in at my girlfriend's aunt's house that was all Raggedy Ann dolls?
Oh my god, that sounds like a nightmare.
It was bad.
I love the way he plays the scene.
He's really good at. He's very over the top.
He's very excited about this note.
I will say I'm very excited to see this role as played by McLovin.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna hold a candle to this guy, but we'll see. I really like how Roddy McDowall plays scared in this movie too. Like,
Yes.
it's just fun.
Well,
Oh yeah, and he turns into a wolf as well.
Yep.
Which we don't do a lot with vampires. But that is a thing.
That's why vampires are better than werewolves. They're also basically just werewolves.
It was distracting me when I watched this recently because I feel like a lot of times when it cuts back to the wolf, that's a different wolf.
And it looks kind of just like a dog to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could just be a dog.
Well, I don't remember in the book if Dracula turns into a wolf or a dog, or
It's a dog, I'm
if
pretty
they,
sure.
if they specify. Okay.
Oh, it's a dog. Okay.
But he controls wolves.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't like
The practical effects of the scene are awesome. The scene also goes on a weirdly long time.
So
I'm gonna time it.
This kind of amuses me. The guy that the Renfield guy, that actor, after this was in House 2, the sequel to the American movie, as a character named Charlie.
Oh.
Didn't you tell me that movie has a really dumb name? It's like
The Second Story.
Oh, I hate it.
I love that.
That's perfect.
You got some kind of like reverse American Werewolf in London transformation footage here.
Yeah, no, this looks great. The first House, the American version, or American movie, it's pretty good. It's not a masterpiece or anything, but it's a fun time.
It's fun. It's a fun time, no alcohol required.
I love the emotion in this scene.
He's like, help!
So I mean, I think I'm with you, Robert, and like this scene maybe goes on a bit too long, but it's kind of disturbing at the same time. So I think it works on that level.
Yeah, I think the other thing is just this is kind of where it catches up. Where I don't feel bad for this guy, for this kid.
I do.
Yeah, he didn't.
I do ultimately.
Okay,
like,
nobody deserves this.
Yeah. And Roddy McDowall, I think this might be one of my like favorite examples of actor gets thrown into real situation, like kind of like the Galaxy Quest premise.
Yes.
Just because of how well Roddy McDowall plays it in this movie.
This is probably the best one. I need to rewatch My Name is Bruce because that might end up being better because it's Bruce Campbell.
But I also think that's part of why Roddy McDowall was perfect casting. Where if you had a Christopher Lee or somebody else like that in this role, I think it'd be harder to buy some of the emotional stuff or like the fear. Where we're too used to seeing somebody like that as a badass. So it's like, come on.
But on the flip side, it could be fun to have a former Dracula playing essentially Van Helsing.
Yeah.
It'd be a different movie, but I think that would be
I'm glad that we got McDowall, though, just because he brings a lot of humanity to the role.
And I like the scaredy cat angle, but he's still able to get through it. This scene is amazing.
Oh no!
Well,
I'm a vampire.
And then just the hard cut back to McDowall, like having a moment.
Because I'm a vampire. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Yeah, he just went through some shit. Like that would traumatize anyone.
He's like,
Well, time to pull
Well.
this giant stick out of this kid's heart.
Charlie's mom walks through the door, and it's like, I can explain.
I think I just have Superman on the brain because I'm like, golly, back to the fray.
Back to the fray.
Why is there smoke coming out of that house?
He left the stove on.
Yeah, again, the atmosphere is just so good.
He left all the stoves on.
The house is just a stove that's been left on.
Don't go outside, you're gonna burn.
You just see like heating coils throughout the whole house. The living room, instead of a living room rug, it's just a big gas burner in the middle of the house. That's a set piece in a movie I need. Is a Ant-Man 3 should have ended with a fight on top of a stove.
Ant-Man 3 should have
Both
done a lot of
Ant-Man and
things.
King burn alive so that we never have to see them again.
Yeah.
They're like in a frying pan and somebody drops butter in it and they die in the butter.
That's actually how they should have wrote Kang out.
Kang drowns in butter.
Yeah. Then is replaced with Doctor Doom.
Dr. Doom breaks out of the butter. He's like, I'm free.
Finally.
After
I'll do it
10,000 years,
myself.
I'm free.
It's time to conquer Earth.
That should be how Doomsday starts. The next Avengers movie really should have been them fighting Rita Repulsa.
Yes.
And Lord Zed.
Or Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze.
Dude.
Avengers Ooze Day.
Ooze game.
Dude, if Doomsday had Ivan Ooze in it, I'd be there day one.
Just imagining the Avengers walking around like, have you seen a morphological being anywhere?
Do you think we could get away with editing Endgame to be Ivan Ooze instead of Thanos?
No, you should try that.
Yeah. Let's take a crack at it.
We should take another whack at it.
I think that's above my skill level.
I love the POV vampire
Yeah, that's
shot.
cool.
What they really need, Robert, is a shotgun to go with that leg so that they can do the From Dusk Till Dawn cross.
Have we said what else this guy's in? Because he looks familiar.
The only thing that I recognized was House 2.
He's in House 2.
The greatest subtitle of all time.
Yeah.
He's fucking dead.
Oh,
Roddy McDowall just killed a man.
He just shot a guy.
Jerry, it's cool to be evil, but like you don't have to be a dick about it.
What?
it's cool to be evil.
Just stop fucking with them. Come on. Oh my god.
He did the
can
Undertaker
excuse being
sit-up.
evil. I can excuse being evil, but I draw the line at being a dick.
That's right. I love
Not a
the
monster.
I love the Michael Myers sit-up shot.
Yeah.
But I have questions about. Like, I guess he's a vampire, but I'm pretty sure we saw him. We saw him in the daylight earlier.
I have questions, but I don't necessarily
So-
need them to be answered.
Wikipedia says that he's an undead servant. But correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Renfield like... Doesn't Renfield have some of Dracula's powers?
But
Yeah,
not all of them.
it's kind of vague though.
I'm sure that's probably what this is.
He's just some kind of morphological being. Like, you don't have to think
He is
about
a
it too hard.
he is a morphological being.
I knew
Well,
Noah.
he's a Metmorph.
I knew Noah would love that movie.
I just love that character.
I mean, it's hard not to.
Do we need to Do we need to invite Noah if we review that anytime soon?
Yes. Noah
Oh
can
my
join us for
God,
the commentary.
it's the Incredible Melting Man.
He's freaking out.
He's just got Nickelodeon slime.
Oh no!
It's an Evil Dead 2 scene.
See,
Uh,
with green slime like that, everybody goes to Nickelodeon. I just think of Goosebumps.
yeah.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I think of both.
Oh
but...
no!
I love the
skull.
sliding skull.
Ah!
Noah, you know what you should do? That sliding skull scene with the sound that C3 or R2D2 makes when he's sliding across the ship, and I think in episode 3.
If I remember that, I'll do that.
She's dying, man.
She's freaking out.
She's got vampirism.
She is not a morphological being.
Yeah, it's sad.
Clearly not, because she's not coping with it well. The Pumpkin King.
So I guess you could say in this scene, like, she's still being hypnotized by him, but from this point on, like, this is what I was talking about with Ed earlier. It's like she's just an evil vampire lady. Like, she's a different person now.
But how much of that is because she's being hypnotized?
It's unclear because she just passed out again, and he's like, "Fuck."
Fuck. But then we don't see him try again.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
Oh god.
I'll swallow your soul.
Amy, this is your brain on drugs.
Honey, you got real ugly.
Yo, she bitch, let's go.
I think I just realized what's happening. Why I'm slightly behind.
Oh.
My movie keeps hard cutting like it's on a commercial break.
Oh, weird.
Oh.
I thought I'm like,
Strange.
that doesn't make sense, and I'm like, oh, it's just for whatever reason the AMC Plus copy of this movie
Damn.
does
Just cuts
that.
to black. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Oh, is it like a censored AMC TV cut, or is it still
Not-
R?
No, it's still R, but
Okay.
no, that whole werewolf thing was the way it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be lame if the only streaming version was a censored version.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
What a dick.
He's so evil.
You're
Yeah,
an asshole.
He's got no redeeming qualities at all, Robert.
Well, and something interesting watching this right after From Dusk Till Dawn is this is kind of the same thing that the preacher has, where he has to find his faith.
Yep. Yeah, Peter Vincent has a very satisfying arc. And the payoff with all the clocks is really cool. It's like, oh shit.
I like the touch because all throughout he's like, you have to have faith for the cross thing to work. But I think it ends up being more he has faith in himself, not like a religious faith for it to work.
That's a good read. I like that.
That's at least my read on it, yeah.
Oh, the sun is right behind me, isn't it?
Here, Robert, here's one for you. Oh boy, 6 a.m.
That bat transformation shot is awesome. And it scenes like this where I could see to a modern audience saying, "Oh God, this is so dated, it's so goofy," but like that's just
It's
part of the
fun.
fun. It's part of the charm.
It's because it's so much fun, Jan. Get it.
Jan.
To those people, I just say, tell me you don't have a sense of humor without telling me you don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah, as much
Just
as I
freak it
love,
out.
a lot of the movies that have come from this new like A24 kind of era of horror movies, I do wish we could get back to more of this kind of tone. Like
I think I'm
tone.
hitting my fill of those A24 slow burn.
Yeah.
I would
I
just
think
like
we've
more of a
gotten a
variety.
lot
I
of-
would still like those movies, but
I mean, if you're talking about A24 specifically, sure, but in terms of horror in general, I think we've gotten a lot of variety in the 2020s. More so than the 2000s, I think.
I will probably.
yeah, I don't know,
be
because a
saying-
lot of the like thinking about a lot of like my favorite horror movies from this year, like
This
There's
year has
also,
been really good.
yeah, and not all of them have been like movies I would call fun.
Yeah,
Like Bring Her Back.
like there's room for that kind of movie, but I get burnt out, especially with A24 specifically, because that's all that they put out.
Oh yeah. Even like
Yeah.
and I might be this might be an unpopular opinion. I don't even know if I would call this a horror movie, but not Long Walk was not a fun time.
No.
No, it was a great movie, but it's very bleak.
Well, and then A24 is weird because when they do try to do a quirky movie, it's the most irritating thing I've ever seen. Like Bodies,
Like-
Bodies, Bodies, or the Death of Unicorn that came out this year was really mediocre at best.
But,
Yeah, I think we've talked about this. I don't think on the channel. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies was one of those movies that was acclaimed, and I couldn't stand it.
I don't know how I got through that movie.
oh my God, she has the face. It's
That is
That's
some
the
From
first,
Dusk Till Dawn makeup.
It's awesome. But I don't know. We did get a Final Destination Bloodlines this year, and I thought that was really fun.
True.
I haven't
Yeah,
I haven't seen that yet.
it's fun.
It's really fun. Watch it.
I would
The
call
only-
that one fun.
The only Final Destination movies I've seen are 1 and 5.
Oh, you haven't even seen the best one.
Oh. 4?
3.
No, 4.
Oh,
Is 4 the one that starts with a NASCAR race?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is my favorite.
Oh. I also think this might be the earliest example I've seen of like these types of monstrous vampires. Like John, you were just comparing them to From Dusk Till Dawn. You don't get a lot of like vampires this monstrous before. I mean, like there's like Nosferatu, but that's kind of a different thing, and like that's the exception. And then the one in Salem's Lot's very Nosferatu-ish.
no, this is very 80s. Like
We're
we're
heightening it.
we're heightening it. The special effects teams are better than ever.
Yeah, they're not just pale people with sharp teeth. They're like actual monsters.
I like how this thing with the window was set up earlier.
Yes. Again, just like the climax of From Dusk Till Dawn. It's very similar.
Yeah. I wonder if Tarantino, Rodriguez, or somebody is like a huge fan of this movie.
I'd be surprised if they didn't like this.
It could go either way with Tarantino.
I don't think he's like the biggest fan of 80s horror, but like there's plenty of stuff there that he likes.
I can see him liking this movie quite a bit.
He's just really into, like the weird 70s shit. That's the stuff he
That just
like.
goes.
Yeah, maybe Rodriguez is the bigger fan of this, but I can
Yeah.
see Tarantino liking this.
I mean, I like Tarantino, but that man has some whack takes.
Yes, he does.
What, like Moonraker is one of the best Bond movies?
Yes.
No, it is.
You haven't seen a Bond movie.
I've not.
We got to get him into
really-
Bond and Mission Impossible.
No.
But they're good.
Well, don't start with Moonraker.
No, if I was gonna make him watch a Bond movie, it'd be Casino Royale.
I think I might have seen Dr. No at one point.
Oh God, he's blowing up.
He's freaking out.
He turned into the bat thing from Army of Darkness that
Hell
picks
yeah.
her up. Yeah.
What if
I
it
don't know.
exploded?
I don't know why my brain it doesn't even look like this, but my brain went to evil Scrappy Doo at the end of the first live action movie.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no. Have we done
Oh,
those yet?
Jesus, Archer.
No, because they're like
Horrible
never
nightmare.
streaming.
Oh, God.
Those need 4Ks.
Those need Criterion releases.
Criterion Scooby Doo 2 win.
James Gunn approved.
Put me in charge of Criterion. I'll start releasing movies the people want.
I want a lot of what they put out.
They put out great stuff.
No.
Noah, just okay, but hear me out. Society Criterion 4K.
See, I can't get excited for that, John, because I still haven't seen Society.
Oh,
Have you ever seen a movie?
See, I used to be the person they say that about, and you have not seen movies, me.
Yeah, but I've seen weird things that you haven't seen.
I
I've
mean,
seen things you wouldn't
don't
believe.
doubt it. Yeah. All those moments will be lost like tears in rain.
Okay, so Noah, this is the scene I was talking about earlier, where it's like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
he was just fired,
You
and
got
then
a
the
show
show's
back?
just back for no reason.
it's
the
a
tweak,
happy ending.
yeah, no, it's great. I think the tweak I'd make to it if it's more like he's quitting because his heart's just not into it anymore because people don't care, and now his passion has come back. And I mean, I do like how the show has changed. Now they're talking about like sci-fi stuff. I just have questions about why is the show back though?
He just walked back into the TV studio with a newfound confidence.
I don't know.
You're
It's a
gonna
happy
put
ending
my
for the
show back
characters.
on.
It's fine.
Yeah.
This I have more questions about.
Yes, I mean, I like it. It's a cool, creepy ending. I think it ends the movie on the right note. It's just weird.
What a happy ending? Question
I mean,
mark.
the eyes in the window are really, really creepy. So Noah,
Yeah.
A, why is evil
Why is he
alive?
still alive?
And B, if he is, shouldn't he be turned human again since Jerry was killed?
Right.
Like Amy
That was the first thing I thought of.
I thought
That
it
is-
was she's only human again because she wasn't done becoming a vampire.
Yeah, I think
Well,
it was probably too late for Ed.
But what they specifically say in the movie is just we have to kill Jerry before dawn, and that'll turn her back. That's the exposition.
Yeah,
That's
but
the-
Jerry had been a vampire for a couple of days at that point. Or not Jerry, Ed. Sorry.
No, I think that was all the
No,
same night.
It's all the same night, yeah. From when they go to Jerry's house to like the nightclub and all that, that's all the same night.
Yeah.
It's Fright Night.
Yeah.
The Night of Fright.
And
That is one thing I
John-
hate about the genres. We always have to have that like stinger for like one last creepy shot or sequel bait. Just
I
No.
think it's fine.
I was gonna say like that is potentially sequel bait, but he doesn't even come back for this.
No, he doesn't. That's what makes it even weirder.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I wish they brought it back.
That is a bummer.
That is our commentary for Fright Night from 1985. If you enjoyed this content, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. And we'll see you guys on the next one.